This is grade 4 gynecomastia with double mastectomy and free nipple-areolar grafts. Good morning, guys. Today we're doing grade 4 gynecomastia surgery. Now, this is one of my favorite surgeries because it has such a big impact on the contour of the chest. And you can see this patient has grade 4. And what does that mean? Well, it means that it's got excessively large breasts, but there's also other components. There's too much skin and they're hanging down, and the nipple positions are just way too low. And this guy lost a lot of weight. He lost a total of 80 pounds. And so having gynecomastia and that weight fluctuation eventually leads to this kind of low breast position. And so just doing traditional gynecomastia techniques like lipo and cutting out the tissue is not going to address the two other major things, which is the extra skin and the nipple position. And you can see he actually has a pec definition up here, but how much lower this nipple is compared to where it should be, which is up here. And there's a concept I want to talk to you guys too about breast footprint. He's got a relatively low breast footprint. And what does that mean? For me, that means where the breast comes off the body. Some guys, their breasts come up off higher, some in the middle, and his comes down a little bit lower. You can see where the takeoff of the breast is. Some of that dictates where the final scar is, but the goal of this surgery is more for contouring. And so my plan of attack is to make an incision around here, get all of this out, get the side stuff out too, because he's got some excess here, and then make the areolas much smaller. You can see how large these areolas are. It would not be the right size for a flatter chest. So I'm gonna make the areolas smaller, take them off, and then sew them up at a higher position, in a more appropriate position relative to his pec muscle. So he's gonna have a really tight contour. And that incision is the only drawback, I would say, but they do tend to heal really well. But that incision does run kind of like this pattern like here. But that's the trade-off when you've had gyno for so long and that weight fluctuation. Another thing to highlight is he's got a little extra fullness here compared to this side, and so I'm going to do some lipo here just to kind of bring that down, because even when I pull this down, I don't like how full that is, and it's going to be a little asymmetric compared to this other side. But I'm going to do my markings. I love doing these surgeries because these guys do all the hard work losing the weight. I'm here just doing the finishing carpentry. So I'll get started with the markings, then we'll head back to the operating room.